Welcome back to the reality guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host Brian
Hi, everybody.
and Brett.
Monopo.
We're going to talk one of our favorite shows on right now and probably one of the craziest. This is 90 Day Fiancé the other way. We're at season 5 right now. This is episode 3, entitled How I Haven't Met Your Mother. I guess that makes JT our Indian Ted Mosby for the week here.
TJ. TJ.
What did I call him?
JT.
Damn it. Damn it, dude. I literally just cleared it too. I have TJ on my notes too. I can't stand that. I hate it. I'm such a perfectionist. That would make Julio our Ted Mosby this week. We're gonna get to Julio. I got a lot of thoughts about Julio, but I do think we need to talk about our other pseudo reality show here, the Love It or List It of the week, and that is with our boy TJ. Kimberly does arrive in India. Not only does she not have any of her wedding plans, and they didn't even get to that this week. I think things are going to get worse, guys, because they didn't
100%.
even get to the wedding stuff this week before the blow up fight. They wanted to see the apartment that he's been working on for months. The apartment we found out that he had to take a very serious 7-year loan out on for, like 7-year loan for this place that we get to. What did it look like before? I have a feeling this dude just got robbed, frankly. You see the apartment, guys, and the doors are in the wrong place for the bathroom. The counters aren't how she instructed. It doesn't look like anything is finished, and you can literally see right into the toilet from the outside window. She expresses her displeasure. He loses his stuff. She throws some threats. He says, "Don't marry me." Bobbity bobbity boom, blow up, run off. Doesn't look like it gets better next week. This was flat out hilarious, guys. Bry, then Brett, what did you think?
Yeah, it was very funny. Like, I don't know why. It's like I'm really interested to see like when we see Brendan go through his floor plans for his house. I don't know why she didn't just get something written up and then give it to them. I don't know if it was word of mouth, but
Definitely was.
it's got to be it's different over there. You need to be like ultra specific. They're gonna build the house the way that they normally build it over there. And again, it's just like have conversations. These people don't have the deep conversations. They literally just like I love you, I love you, I love you, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, she was supposed to be giving him the notes of what she wanted built and stuff, but if it's all word of mouth and there's no real like blueprint plan or anything like that, I could see why the Indians messed it up. Things get lost in translation or they just don't have like a clear picture. So they just build it, I guess, how they do it. Like I think last season we saw the same thing. Like the sinks aren't even in the bathrooms, and then the bathrooms, I don't know. The whole thing looks like a half done house with the weird floor plan.
I literally think he gave guys some of the instructions probably that she gave, and they probably went, "No, no, no, we don't do it like that." And he went, "Okay." And then boom, that's what happened. And now he's upset, but he knew this was coming. I mean,
100%.
I like he threw these. Like, you're a clairvoyant, and you can't be kind and see anyone's side. She's like, "F you, dude. This is a shitty apartment. Like, I moved from America. I'm getting married in 6 days. This is like where I live. Like, this is the worst."
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's not even
Is he
done.
supposed to know what a good apartment looks like though? He's lived in India his whole life, so they all that probably looks nice in comparison to a lot of Indian apartments.
I'm sure.
Well, yeah, because just the fact that she's even getting a separate space. I mean, remember last year that was not happening with Rishi. Like Rishi was not like setting up a separate space. Like Jen had to live there, right? So like that was this is or at least the intention is there, but like just finish like one of the rooms at a time, even or something, man. Like or just be transparent. Maybe not get wet married that week and have it like a month or two later. And when she gets there, she can have input and actually
Right.
help like get it together. But you tried to surprise her, but it's horrible. I felt for her.
I felt for him a little. I think they both.
They're both at fault. They're both wrong.
Well,
They're
of
both
course they're
wrong.
both at fault. No. Listen, she's not like scot free, or she's literally was giving instructions over like WhatsApp.
Like yeah, over a dream.
Yeah, really, like what she envisioned. Like she doesn't understand like what money he has and doesn't have, and we don't know. I mean, I guess we don't know how much money she put into it as well. He's saying it's his money, but I'm curious to see if it was a mix at all. Um, it's time to transition over to one of our favorites, guys. Brandon. Brandon arrived in the Philippines, guys. But not with a little bit of a turbulence there. Mary didn't like his flight seating assignment, guys. He had to get himself moved from a seat she was seated next to a girl. I think this is a sign of things to come. Obviously, I don't think this is going to be smooth sailing. Another thing that she could have done was let him know about the ancient ancestors and their traditions, and
Right.
especially her grandparents. Set this dude up to look like an a-hole. Obviously, when he goes and meets her for the first time, he's going to want to hug and kiss his girlfriend, and turns out that's not kosher. Turns out you need to have like your elders, which is her grandparents right now, because her parents aren't around. It's permission. And her brother, what's her brother's name? I have it here. He's so funny. Let's see, Grandpa Brandan.
He's like, I had kids before marriage. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, he was funny because he kind of went back and forth. Romar went back and forth. He's like, "Don't do it,"
Yeah.
but whatever. I don't care if you want to hug. And it's like, but and I think he's coming from a protected place because apparently he got shunned for a year when he had the first kid. So like, the problem is I don't think Brandon's really gonna care. He doesn't have a relationship with his own mother. He's like an emancipated teen, basically. Do you think he's at the end of the day really gonna give a crap what these two, not no disrespect, but like these two like Filipino grandparents have to say?
He might, because he is alone over there, like technically for his and like I think he would do anything to make Mary happy. That's like what I think he's gonna fold like a chair. But like when the brother hit him with the bro in the car, front seat of the car, I laughed out loud. So fun, bro. You can't be doing that here.
I like how his English was so good at the moment.
Mary's at fault for not even saying anything to
This is
him,
all Mary's fault,
right?
Yeah,
But
I don't
also,
understand this. I don't get that. Like,
I don't know
why
why
did she do this?
Yeah, she was all kissy on him and stuff too. But what I want to know is where this guy comes out here thinking he's father of the year. Where the hell are her real parents? Because those are probably your kids, or at least one of them was. What happened to those kids? Also, your other kid before her had kids before he was married, so you're slacking, and I think you're trying to take it all out on Mary now, the last person you have say over.
Yeah, no, I mean they definitely like did say that it should be the father raising it. Like, so there definitely seems to be some resentment there. So I definitely agree with you, and I think they would agree with you there too. But like at the end of the day, now like there he's there, right? The dude like paid for this house. There's a lot of like situations where this guy needs to like you kind of got to give Brandon the respect, right? Like Brandon's the elder, right? If it's his house, it's going to be his house, right? Like he's the elder. Respect him. He's the tribal chief.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Brandon makes the
acknowledge
rules.
him.
It's his house. He makes the rules.
right, right.
And the geckos.
Yeah, it looks like a zoo in there. That's why I'm excited to see that.
Wait.
That's gonna be great.
I think something that shouldn't go under the radar here is Mary saying that she gets upset and jealous because her ex cheated on her 10 times, but like she's never been kissed before. So like how is there cheating going on?
I mean, they're like prime candidates for the show. Like weirdos, complete weirdos.
And she kept taking that same ex back too. So
Yeah, dope. Like they're so worried. They're always talking about how jealous they are of each other, and they can't have these conversations where it's like you need to get a blessing. Like just have a normal ass conversation for once, because they definitely don't.
No, they for
They
sure.
just have phone sex and get jealous of each other when he's sitting on a plane in COVID times. Like,
Oh God, there's so many more questions, but I think a lot of this stuff's going to start getting answered as we go through the weeks. I'm just glad that he's there early on and it didn't take like last season there was like multiple episodes for some before they even
right.
like went over.
Yeah.
So like I'm really glad that the other couples this year are like with this season at least are just jumping over faster. Another one that's doing the reverse of here right now, Julio and Kirsten. Listen, Julio kind of really got on my nerves this episode, man. We knew that he hadn't really shared a lot or shared that of Kirsten's kind of existence to his mom. But what we didn't know is that he didn't tell Kirsten about that. Like she didn't have any idea that like the mom had no idea about her. And that's such like a crappy thing again to not tell someone until they're literally in America the day of or day before you're going to meet this woman who he is told you though will have a very bad reaction, will be clingy to this. I just this would I get mad when I watch these ones, guys, because these are such avoid. This one was the easiest, most avoidable situation. She doesn't have red flags. She doesn't have kids. She has a job. The country he's going to is going to be the easiest to like translate over to. It's like so easy and like clean and like westernized, and like it's just going to be an easy translation for him. But he's creating all the problems because I don't think fully sure of it. I don't know why. Like, but like this, he's setting up his own artificial roadblocks here, and he's getting on my nerves.
Yeah, he's gonna be the problem 100%. He'll probably pussy out, I'm sure, and some bullshit reason.
You see him and his friend talking in the preview for next episode too, where there's some argument coming up about like not living together. And he even told her this episode he wasn't sure about her at first when she thought they were like already boyfriend girlfriend. So
Right.
I didn't even know this dude had two younger brothers. They just kind of popped out of nowhere. I thought this mom was about to be left alone with no children or no husband. And
the way he was describing it,
Yeah.
And they just openly called him a liar, which I loved. He's not honest.
That is funny. Yeah, I think this one is going to be interesting. I want to see how long that they episode wise they stay in America versus heading over. Do we all think though that they're going to go?
Yeah,
I do.
I do too. I do think they're at least going to go. I don't think they're going to live in separate apartments. I think that will be like a fight, but I do think that'll get resolved over. And she's probably going to put her foot down on that. That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's dumb.
That's way too much work for him to go find his own apartment where he can just slide into her bed.
Yeah, that's like how they would transition then. Maybe if they got their own place even eventually, but like right, like there's already a landing spot. Makes no sense. You're making this big move to be like in the same neighborhood. Like
you don't speak the language. Like, what are you doing?
All right. This next one just like cracked me up like the whole time because it is like so much common sense involved in it, but there's legitimate danger involved in it. Talk about Holly and Wayne. Holly and Mom are in Johannesburg. Well, at least arrive in South Harrisburg via Johannesburg. They go to Wayne's house. It's been robbed 3 times in the last like few months. They murdered his dog in cold blood.
This man's the African.
I don't mean to laugh at that, but I was like, what?
Dude,
this is like terrible.
Casual thing to drop. Rest in peace, Stormy.
And we found out his little trap is a fake trap.
What is this, pepper spray?
Did he say it's water?
Well, no, that's because it's in prototype form right now. He's
prototype.
testing.
Okay.
Wayne's jigsaw.
He is. He's South African jigsaw.
Up. He's got cameras. Yeah. He's got sprays.
He's got some sort of like knife fencing. They kept showing pictures of. Didn't talk about.
Talking about like how most of them have electric fencing. The mother's there. She's reading like a book that looks like 110 years old. Like I'm just like,
yeah. He's like saying sexual innuendos to her like the entire time.
Just have a threesome.
Yeah, he keeps talking about them making him like a throuple. Like it's so fun.
And he wants to like drug her so he can have sex with Mom. About slipping some sleeping pills into it. It's like, whoa, buddy, this is on camera.
These couples are just so funny, dude. Like this one is so freaking good. I like the mom is like I don't really feel safe. Like I like is the mom gonna try to push the issue and like stay around longer? Do you think, or think she's like
no? I think she's gonna be gone. We could honestly witness a break-in. There's a really good chance there might be a break-in while they're there. The odds are high. She's there for 3 months. He said he got broken into 3 times in 6 months. I mean, the odds are it's gonna happen.
The statistics are there, and like the cameras and stuff around, they're gonna be like, ooh, I don't know.
I was curious, how do the cameras or these electric fences work if the power's out?
Yeah, that I think that's why they do that. That's why the things happen is they do it on the black, like the whatever the
blackouts,
load shedding stuff. Yeah, he was saying that like the power might be out if it's a stage 8 for literally like 8 hours in a row or like 8 times.
Like, what do you do with your stuff in your fridge? You know what I mean?
No, that's what I think is BS. Like I guess you're gonna have to do a lot of just like things in a freezer that you would just like leave in.
Or do you have like a generator for your fridge? Or they have coolers.
Sound like a lot of people have
like Better Call Saul.
It doesn't sound like people have generators really.
Yeah,
so you said that
because then they could power up their fences and their jigsaw traps. He does in the preview call her like she's dressed like a prostitute. Man, I'm like this couple is very interesting to me.
It could go sour for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of potholes in their way. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Look, we had the other couple. What are their names? The 2 guys,
Kenny and Armando, right?
Kenny and Armando have boring drama.
I just don't care. I really
Sorry,
don't.
like we are acknowledging they exist. It looks like with Armando's mother next week. We'll cover that a little bit more because it looks like there'll be some actual fighting. I'm not really worried about like what neighborhood they want to live in or school district they want to go to and stuff like that. We're
Yeah.
here for the the smut.
Yeah, it looks like Danielle driving like a crazy person. Did you see that in the preview?
She dents her car definitely.
Wait, what she wrecked
That
into?
rear panel is definitely
What'd you-
dented. She just
Yeah, what'd you say,
crushes
Brett?
it.
Did she wreck into something in the
She
preview?
just like does a complete cut off of a person. It's like it was insane. Like insane person driving in another country. It's
Right.
just
She's like going on the streets, go like that. And then she makes a right into like oncoming traffic.
yeah, it's like a T.
It
And
squeezes in front of somebody, but like dents the side of her car. You can tell when she keeps going.
I'll have
it's
to
just
watch
like
that.
it's insane that
They're maniacs. Johan the Butcher's back next week, everybody. I'm so excited.
I'm kind of excited to see him.
No, I am too. I'm so excited. I love this show's been great. Like this show has been really good so far. So make sure you're like, subscribe here and on TikTok. We are covering everything from these shows to the Bachelor shows to Temptation Island, the Big D, both iterations of Love Island, Ultimate Fighter. Basically, you name it, we are covering it. Check out our Instagram as well, Twitter for any other kind of like news about what we have going on. But until next time, for myself, Brian, and Brett, thank you. Peace.